Welcome back to Dan's Messy Garage. I'm in my messy garage today working on my 67 Falcon. I just pulled the engine out of it in preparation to put another engine in it. And while I'm waiting for parts, I'm going to see if I can fix the windshield wipers. Because if I turn them on now, they'll probably work. But if it's raining, they're not going to work. You got to get out here and wiggle them back and forth. Once the motor starts going, then you don't turn them off because they're not going to start again unless you get back out in the rain and wiggle it. So I'm pretty sure it's the motor armature and brushes as opposed to being grounds. Because I've played with this a few times before over the years. It is getting worse. So today I'm going to take the motor off, take it apart, and see if I can clean up the armature and the brushes and get it to work right. Get some tools out and get that wiper motor out of there. I got the motor unbolted, and there's some kind of a clip that holds the motor to the arm. And I also see like a nut that holds the arm from the motor to the linkage. I got to figure out what's going to be easier, take some kind of clip off or just take the arm off. I'll let you know. When I buy an old car, I like to buy the shop manuals for it. And this is a 67 manual, takes care of many cars. And if you're not familiar with the shop manual, you go in the front, index tells you what number section to look at. Like this would be number section 15. 15 is way in the back of the book. And when you get to section 15, you got to look for a chart that tells you where the windshield wiper information is located. And it says that it's on page 1541. So go to page 1541. Tells you how to take the motor out. It wants you to take off the windshield wiper arms. Take off this cowl vent screen. And then get to that clip. I moved you guys off to the side. This little tool, that finger down there, grabs the wiper arm and then gives you leverage to get it off of there. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but just kind of wiggle it off of there. Yes, it does. It grabs it like that. And you're just bending against the spring that's in the wiper arm. That releases the tension on there. Because normally it's spring loaded like that. Now it looks like I have a whole series of Phillips screws to pull out. I have to admit they came off pretty easy. Looks like it just slides under some clips up by the windshield molding. And that series of screws I took out, 9 screws, comes right off. I'll take you over and show you that clip that I need to remove. Okay, the clip is right there on that arm. I can't even point to it. Right there. It's got a little locking type feature. You slide it over the shaft, and when you push it down, there's a finger, downstanding finger over here that locks over the top of the shaft. So you just have to pry that little finger up, and then you can slide the clip off the shaft. Now I need to take this thing apart and get to the motor brushes. I'm going to find out if I can simply just take these 2 screws out of here and pull that off without taking the whole gear case apart. Okay, that housing came right off. There's the armature. Got 3 brushes, contact set. There's like some kind of points right here. 3 brushes. He already pulled that out, so the brushes are snapped back. But it definitely looks like there's a lot of brush left in there. I don't know what that set of points do, or what the purpose is, but I'll sand down the contacts, clean all this up, and put a little grease on it, shove her back together, and see if it works. I pulled the shaft out. Still a lot of meat left on those brushes. Looks like that little hole in the brush housing is, you push the brush in all the way and put a pin in there so that you can put the motor shaft in and then pull the pins out, something like that. Now let me get all this cleaned up. I'm just going to take like a fine Scotch-Brite and clean up the armature, put her back together. Cleaning up the brushes, I'm looking at the wear pattern on them. And that one there has got a weird pattern. It's like maybe somebody put the brush in 90 degrees to the correct orientation. This one's got a weird wear pattern on it too. Now it's the most normal looking rounded pattern. So I'm going to clean them up a little bit with some fine sandpaper. Fine sandpaper those points and hope for the best. Brushes are all sanded down. They look better. And I'm going to put a little electrical contact grease on the armature. There's 2 types of grease. I got dielectric grease and this premium carbon conductive grease that's made for like when you put fuse box in a house and you put all the circuit breakers in it. I guess it's a circuit breaker box, not a fuse box, the power panel. And you put this black slimy stuff on the wires when you put them in the breakers. And it's nasty stuff. I mean, it just smears and smears and smears, and then it'll smear some more. I'm going to put a little bit on there. That's all I want to do. Put the top back on. Now that is going to smear everywhere I touch for the next day. I mean, it's unbelievable how much that stuff will keep smearing. I thought those little holes were to like push the brush in far enough you can stick something in there, toothpick or whatever. It's not the case. So what I did is a little tab on the back of the brush holder. I bent that up so the spring can come through the back side. Now the brush is right in there, and I can, once the armature's in, I think I can push the spring in and bend that tab back down. That's the plan anyways. I don't know if it's going to work. I've never done this way before, but I'm going to try it. Okay, all three brushes are in the holder. The springs are sticking out the side or the back end. I'm going to put some grease in the bushing area here. Clean that out. Slide it together. Yeah, I slid it in. I just need to keep this inside there while I get all these springs pushed into position and bend the tabs down. Pry against this housing to bend that tab in. Like that. All right, so we got that all on. Looks like all the brushes are contacting correctly. Now one brush only looks like it's hitting on a portion. That's the way it was though. Hook this red wire back up here I pulled off. I sanded the points. Now, see, this magnet's going to want to pull that armature out of there. Put a little lithium grease on here. On there. Now, how am I going to hold this? Maybe if I hold my screwdriver. Get the wire in there. Two screws. These have to line up with the case, and I would normally mark where things are before I took it apart. Oh, this time I didn't. So, take a little battery, hook wires up to it, and I'm just gonna have to take a guess at which wire is which. I got a black, a red, a white, and a, let's call it like blue or gray. That's great. I guess I can look the wiring diagram up, maybe figure that out. The white wire is the one that I cut to put the intermittent wiper control in. So that's either controlling, that's got to be like controlling a power wire to turn it on and off. I got to look at the wiring diagram. I'm guessing, and that can get me into trouble. All right, I've got a little battery here, and I looked at the wiring diagram. The white is the power wire. That's the one that happens to have my intermittent switch hooked to it, but you can see things spinning around there. I don't know if you can see the arm moving or not, but arm's moving. So it's working. I took this cover plate off. I'm going to put some grease in there. You can see I greased that shaft, armature shaft, when I put it in, but those other gears could use some. So I'm going to ooze it in there and then put this thing back together in the car. Okay, got my battery, and I was just hooking it up here, getting the windshield wiper arms to be down in the park position. And I'm going to take my little tool, and I take the wiper, clip the little tool on the wiper arm. That's the tricky part. You got to squeeze against that spring and not have it pop off of there like that. And put that on so it's in the park position. And I'm going to give it a quick test here. Okay, looking good. So I'll shove the other wiper on. And then that's going to be the end of me working on the wipers on my 67 Falcon. Thank you for watching Dan's Messy Garage. Please come back to my channel for future videos, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Bye.